Your boy JAYSTAR back again with another video to help you out with winning these Draftkings money, man, come week one or just throughout the whole NFL season. So, what I want to talk about today is the rookies, standout rookies that could probably, win you a whole slate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking at these rookies throughout the preseason since they're probably getting the most time out on the field, establishing their starting, or establishing just a key role in the offense even if it comes to like special teams and things like that. But I'm trying to find, teams that is really going to be an added weapon to maybe, be able to grab in my lineup as a one-off or maybe grab as a small, stack or something like that, by having a rookie with elite receiver to go with him and stuff like that. But I'm gonna just go over like some key things that I like to look for before I even, tie in that I want this rookie, in my lineup and stuff like that. So the first thing I like to pay attention to, like when I'm trying to pick a rookie or look at these rookie receivers, is do they have elite, passing? You know what I'm saying? Like, are they an elite passing team? Do they like to pass a lot? Things like that. Are they just, I don't want a team like, kind of like the Titans. The Titans run a lot. You know what I mean? So, like, now if the Titans had drafted a backup running back, you know what I'm saying, then I would be really paying attention to him. If he's getting touches and things like that, because, after Henry got hurt, I kind of expect, Henry to definitely have the volume that he kind of had and stuff like that, but also that they might, give opportunities to another running back if they did draft a rookie running back, is what I'm saying. But I like to pay attention to the type of teams, like I said. So a lot of people got receivers. It was a very heavy receiver draft. So I don't just want every receiver though, you know what I'm saying? Because if you're not a heavy passing team and you're on a heavy run team, you're probably gonna have the least amount of opportunities, even if you're the number one receiver. So I don't want to waste my money, on picking you and you only get 4 targets in a game, like throughout the whole season. Like I could say that for like Marquise Brown was that type of receiver, like a very elite talented receiver and everything, got drafted high and stuff like that in the draft, but he was on a team that ran the ball. It's the reason why he left. You know what I'm saying? Because he knew he wanted to be used more. So I don't want to pick somebody like that. Like I remember picking him that first season, like almost every game, taking a shot at him, and it wasn't coming through because he was on a team that didn't pass him the ball. Like it was games where he had 3 targets and stuff like that, and it sucked. So I don't want to waste money on things like that. So I like to look at, like you go to New Orleans and we know they got Chris Olave. You look at Atlanta though, everybody knows about Drake London. So if I had to choose though, like what receiver I would want in this, like I would think, Mariota, Drake London. Yeah, he might get 5 targets. Real talk, it could really happen that way. Like he's the number one, probably receiver there. But Chris Olave is the number 3 receiver behind Michael Thomas, Jarvis Landry, and then it's him. So but the thing is, he's on a very heavy pass team. Even when you even think of Kamara, like as a running back, he still catches a lot. So they do a lot of passing over here. So I would still think Chris Olave will probably get, some targets, a good amount of targets still, is what I'm saying. And I would rather have him over a Drake London, is what I'm saying. Like, because I'm looking at the teams and, like I said, I go to that, okay, they're a passing team. That's great. But then it's like, do they even have an elite quarterback that can pass like that? And I don't believe Mariota's an elite quarterback at passing, but he is a good quarterback. It's just that he's not elite at passing. He likes to run, and I do still feel like Atlanta will probably run with Patterson, and he will, run out the pocket and try to dump off. But like, I would rather have a quarterback that sits in the pocket like a Jameis, and has 3 targets too that he can really throw that ball to. That he's gonna throw all the time, period. So I really feel like Chris Olave would do good this season because of that. Like that's one of the rookies I'm eyeing right now, because he's on a team that has a lot of weapons. Take away coverage from him, and they'll probably be doubled. Talking about Jarvis Landry, Michael Thomas will probably be doubled. Chris Olave will probably be in one-on-one. They're already a very, heavy pass team. They have a pretty, I kind of like Jamie over, Mariota when it comes to passing and stuff like that. I believe he's a better quarterback than that. So I would definitely be eyeing Chris Olave, come week one. When it comes to Pittsburgh, Cincinnati didn't draft any new weapons when it comes to wide receivers. I mean, Chase is still considered a young weapon though, so you might want to take, you might want to grab Chase. But Chase is also like last year, situation was perfect. Came to, Cincinnati, got drafted first round, rookie, and came to a heavy pass team with a great quarterback, like elite talent. Is what I'm saying. Like you want to be on the pass heavy team with elite talented QB. And then you go, then yeah, these receivers definitely have to have some talent. They definitely, you want them to be elite or close to just being good. I mean, but those first two things, pass heavy team and elite QB, is the first things that you got to check off your box. And if they don't have that, then if those two things ain't hitting, then they're probably not gonna have a good season. You know what I'm saying? So it might take come week 8 or something when they finally game that chemistry together. And then like it's like looking at the Lions. How long did it take Goff to get that chemistry with St. Brown? You know what I mean? Like that was one of their high picks in the draft for receivers, but it took like 8 weeks. Like they were pretty passing team, but it's just like the quarterback was not elite. So it takes time, and I don't want to be taking somebody early, just because I know the receiver is a high pick and he's a great, he's a great receiver. But it's like you're not on a passing team, and then you're not with an elite quarterback. It's gonna be Marquise Brown all over again. And I'm not looking to make a mistake like that. I'm trying to stay away from all the landmines, and I want to hit on the right people. So I look at right here, like I'm saying, no, I'm gonna just click on just Pittsburgh here. So we got Pittsburgh. They have George Pickens, pretty high pick for them, on a team with Deontay Johnson and Claypool. I know Pittsburgh likes to pound and run the ball, like we do know that, but it's like at the same time they do like to throw a lot. They're a very nice balanced team. They run, but they do throw, and their throws they do have, their passing attempts on on Pittsburgh have always big for big plays. That's what they like to do. They like to hit big plays. So I'm just knowing like, yeah, Deontay Johnson's gonna have a lot of targets more than likely. Claypool should have some targets. Now that he's gonna be taking over basically like the Juju role, even though they said all their receivers will probably have time in the slot, but it looks like right now Claypool will be taking that spot. So they're gonna have George Pickens on the outside. He probably will be the least covered, receiver on their team, when it comes to double and covering him, like with your slot. I mean, not with your slot, but with your cornerback and your safety. You know what I mean? Like he probably won't be doubled as much as Deontay Johnson. Claypool, since he's in the slot, will probably be a hard cover over here. But since they're a heavy pass team, I don't know yet. The only thing I don't like is their quarterback. We go over here, Trubisky, he's okay. I would rather it be Pickett, to be real with y'all, just because he looks like a quarterback that could just throw and pass the ball, and they can run a heavy passing, offense, and as well as still establish the run like that, like I know Pittsburgh wants to do. But with Trubisky, he can run, so I feel like he will run if the coverage isn't right, and if it, not even just the coverage, like if he gets any little pressure, I feel like he's ready to run the ball. I feel like Pickett will stand in the pocket and throw the deep throw. You know what I'm saying? Take the hit and throw the deep throw. And that's why I would love to say George Pickens is a great play, like a great pick. But I just don't know with Trubisky yet. So that's the only thing. He's just not an elite talent. Like I said, the passing part is there. I can check the box there. But the actual quarterback talent, I don't know if it's really there. Like Trubisky is a kind of quarterback. I've seen him since I'm a Packer fan. He's played in my division for the Bears for so long, and I got to watch him, and he kind of gets stuck on a receiver. He favors receivers, so I could see him. It could be Claypool, it could be Deontay Johnson, it could be Pickens, but they also got Najee Harris. They also have Freiermuth, so it's like he got a lot of weapons over there, but he could favorite one. And I know he does that. He'll throw 12 targets to that person. So if you do figure out who his target person will be, if it is Deontay Johnson, he's probably a great pick. But like I said, I have to wait to see who they end up starting. Like I said, I kind of really hope it's Pickett because, man, I don't want it to be freaking Trubisky, y'all. Like I really don't. When it comes to the Colts, let's see. Oh yeah, they got Alex Pierce, right? So Alex Pierce is gonna be their third wideout. Paris Campbell will be in the slot. Michael Pittman will be their number one receiver. This is probably going to be a very pass-heavy team, but at the same time, we know they run the ball a lot, but I feel like they'll be balanced. I'm just saying they'll be pass-heavy now just because they have Matt Ryan. I believe Matt Ryan, let me go check real quick. How many attempts was he passing the ball last year? We're looking at 33, but yeah, at the beginning it was 35, 46, 36, 42, 45. Yeah, like I'm thinking he might be around there. He might be in the 40s this year. So with this type of team, with them getting a new weapon like Alec Pierce, he might be a really good, talented receiver to get. Like, to be picking up for 3,900, man. Like, you talking about Michael Pittman taking the double coverage. You talking about Paris Campbell's a decent slot receiver. I mean, he also could be a good weapon too to be taken since he's so cheap. But Alec Pierce should definitely, I believe he can kind of move in or out. So you could probably move him inside with Campbell. And since I said, like, the team is going to be, most teams are going to be trying to stop the run against them since it's Jonathan Taylor they're going against. But the passing game is going to be there now. Like, that's just going to open up the passing, like, big time. So I could see Alec Pierce being a really good play, come even week 1 is what I'm saying. Like, definitely a good receiver to take. It would have been also, a good receiver. Could have been Mechie, but we don't know. Like, I really don't know at all really with them because they're hurting with the passing. I don't think the passing talent is there with quarterback really, but they might have been a more of a passing team. At least they would have had a weapon that would have took the double coverage away, and Mechie could have been a heavy targeted receiver though for this team. Since they are a weaker team. But in this team situation, I mean, I'm more looking at the running back because on Houston situation, they have Marlon Mack, but they drafted a really good running back in Dameon Pierce. So I believe he was like a B or A or something like grade for his draft. So and it looks like he might be starting. Like, he really might be starting. So I'll be more focused on him getting probably 20 touches, even over Marlon Mack. I really feel like they picked him up for a reason. They really want this boy to start is what I think. And they have a good line. So, I mean, Houston has a decent line, but I really feel like he's going to break some tackles. He looks very shifty. I feel like he can probably pass catch. I know they used to use Burkhead for that, and then Marlon Mack is also could be used for that. But I just feel like the shiftiness of this boy, he's fast. It looks like I really feel like he can kill if he can get 5 dumps a game. Like, that will help them a lot. Since especially you thinking that Mechie isn't there and not going to be able to play this year, he could end up. I really hear a lot of people trying to use their running back in the slot. Like, I've heard that a lot this year. Like, so people that don't have good slots, established slot receivers, they're probably going to use their running back, move them out wide, move them inside to the slot, and they'll be dumping it off to them. So I can definitely see Dameon Pierce right here excelling big time because of that. And that could happen even week 1 against the Colts. So, like I said, we went over the Colts now. I'll go to, like, Jacksonville. I don't think they have any new receivers here. They don't have no new young receivers, so we're gonna move on from them. But they do have ETN, so I do feel like he's going to have a great year. I mean, this is basically his rookie year. So at running back, since he was hurt all last year, still this is basically his rookie year. He's probably gonna get a lot of touches. I don't even know for sure if James Robinson will be available week 1, but I just feel the shiftiness. He has a burst of speed that he can use. He actually can catch the ball. I feel like they definitely going to use this dude a lot. So, and he's on a fast-paced offense, passing offense. Like I said, I feel like he's going to catch. But I look at it because I feel like they'll get down in the red zone a lot with the weapons that they have now at receiver over here with Kirk, Marvin Jones, Zay Jones. Also at tight end, Evan Ingram. Yeah, I really feel like this is a team that they play fast, they pass heavy, and they do have I feel like they do have a really good quarterback in Trevor Lawrence. Like, I really feel like he could be one day the elite talent. So I would take a really big, I would be looking at a team, like for the first week and weeks on, like, especially if they play weaker teams, you know what I'm saying? Like, but Washington hasn't proven it to us that their defense is really super tough. So I do see a dump off to, a team right here, like, could be amazing. Like, you can definitely have about 20, 15 points fantasy first week. So I'm going to be keying in on them since I know pass-heavy team could get to the red zone a lot, fast-paced team. I believe in the quarterback. Also believe in this running back a lot, this young running back. So when it comes to Washington, man, we know they have, Dotson, rookie draft pick that they drafted first round too. So thing is, McLaurin and Samuel, who was hurt all last season. Washington is a fast-paced team. I don't know what to say though, like, about like their passing really, because they had Heineke last year. So I didn't really see them pass a whole lot. I seen teams speed them up in certain games where they did pass a little more than what they used to. But I would have to say, it's going to be hard with Wentz. Like, I don't know what to expect from Wentz yet. I don't know if I can call Wentz an elite passing quarterback. And I don't know if Washington is going to be an elite passing team. I could see, Wentz throwing to McLaurin a lot, or Curtis Samuel, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it only be one or two, one receiver a game that usually goes off with them, or maybe there's a second one, but the second one is probably Curtis Samuel over Dotson. Unless Dotson matchup is amazing, and because he's lined up left side, and that's where the weaker corner is at, and the 5 or so targets that he might get, in a game, he hits big on them. So unless also I see that Washington uses him as their big play target, but I doubt it. I really feel like it's going to be McLaurin still, since his route running is elite. And like I said, I could see Wentz kind of focusing in on 1 to 2 targets a game and not really spreading the ball out. Like I said, I don't really feel like Wentz is an elite passing target. I mean, a passing quarterback. So that's why I wouldn't say Dotson might have the best season this year. It might take week 8, week 7 for Dotson to show up. Moving on though, Philly, I don't think they have any new receivers like that's young, and they don't have any running backs either. So you can move on from them. Detroit did, Jameson went. Oh my god, this dude's gonna be elite. This dude's route running is crisp. He has speed. I mean, I feel like he's really good with his hands too, with catching. Alabama receiver and everything like that. I really feel like if he probably didn't get hurt in the championship game, they probably would have beat Georgia. He was having an outstanding game before that. So this dude's going to be great. I really feel like Detroit, they want to play fast. They want to pass more. That's why they picked him up. I mean, they got DJ Chark already. You got Amon St. Brown. You got Hawkinson. You got elite weapons. Yeah, you definitely want to pass. Even their running back is a catching running back with Swift. The only thing is Goff. Goff is not an elite passer, or anything like that. But I will say he did take a team to the championship, went to the Super Bowl and everything like that. And, but his passing is not elite. But maybe the second year under the system that he had already learned, being in last year, maybe he'll be more comfortable this year. Maybe Swift will stay healthy. And, we got when this boy shows up, maybe they'll be already gelled, as a passing team, because he won't even be there till about week 8 probably. So it's kind of perfect timing. And I definitely will be paying attention to the Lions. I feel like they're going to be a sleeper team this year. They're going to upset a lot of people. But if they can catch on to how the coach wants to play, because he wants to be a very fast-paced team, which is going to mean that they're going to throw a lot. They're going to pass a lot. Then if they want to be a fast-paced team, you got to get down the field fast, and you're going to be passing. So I'm going to be eyeing Jameson Williams when he shows up and he's back on the field to play. Like, I really feel like he could be a really good sleeper play to stack, with these other receivers or tight ends, all that type of stuff with Goff. So definitely feel like he has a bright future, to be picked. New England, I thought their receiver got hurt. Thornton got hurt in the last preseason game. So I feel like he probably would have had a decent role. Definitely on special teams, he was going to be because he's one of the fastest receivers that was in the draft. He ran a 4.28 40. So he would have been a good talent. I know when they put him out there, it would have been for the deep shots, so could have hit on one play, you know what I'm saying, for $3,000 and Mac Jones hits him. You know what I mean? So I feel like Mac Jones, he's a decent quarterback, has a lot to prove still. But they was one of the fast-paced teams last year, so I feel like they probably do want to pass more, but they always do run. They like to dump and stuff like that. But the thing is, what I do know about the New England Patriots, they do like to take deep shots, and they love to use fast receivers. And I really felt like he was going to take that role. So I don't know how long he's going to be out. Hopefully it's not the whole season, but if it is, then guess we won't be picking Thornton like I thought we could have. Miami, I don't think they got any new young. Yeah, there's no new rookies over there. Just keep it moving. Oh, my bad. Forgot to uncheck that. So let's keep it moving. We got San Francisco. San Francisco, Gray is going to be a good receiver because I feel like they're going to kind of use him the way they use Debo. He'll be a part of the run plays just because he's a fast receiver. He has some speed to him. And I believe what he ran. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Ran a 4.33 40. So he's really fast. Like, I feel like they're really gonna, they're really good at the run plays with this team, San Francisco. They draw up amazing run plays. Them reverse run plays. They'll probably run Debo getting the ball, then handing it off to Gray, and he could be gone. So also if he's literally gonna line up as a number 3 receiver, he could have he's probably going to be more of the deep shot person, since Debo kind of plays in the slot, comes across the field, round of 15, 10, 5, stuff like that area. Usually goes deep, but he's not fast. Like he's not fast, but he's a good receiver. But Danny Gray will probably be the big shot receiver. So when they actually do come off of all the running that they do for the 49ers, they will probably look for Danny Gray for the deep shot. So I am going to pay attention to that. Sorry for the sound in the background, y'all. But I am going to pay attention to that, like, because if Lance becomes a elite talented thrower, right now I've seen him. He looks like he runs, a lot. I feel like when the pressure comes, he's not really looking down the field like a Pat Mahomes does when he gets pressured. But so if I can see that they're not just going to be as heavy of a run team now that they have Lance, and because I know they say he has an arm. I've seen him throw, deep and stuff like that. But if he is going to be, open up the offense more, I can kind of see him hitting Gray, as well as Gray being a part of the run. No, if he's a part of the run, he's going to be a great receiver to take, especially for this cheap, man. Like I said, if he's out there taking some of the Debo run attempts, 3,200 is going to be worth it, man, for him. We got Chicago here. Chicago has got Velus Jones Jr. I haven't seen much for him. He was rated like a C. And also, like I said, when it comes to the Bears, they're a run team. They have a running quarterback. It's not an elite quarterback talent. They're not a team that passes the ball. So I don't really see Velus Jones Jr. having a great season. There will be some games where, he stands out because he has a great matchup. And I'll just wait and see with that approach, like I said, because they don't check none of the boxes for Chicago. They're on a rebuild mode. Their line is horrible. So I don't even see Fields getting enough time to even look for Velus Jones, really, or even Mooney. So, but, and that's no hate, to them. It's just that they're just not a good team, just because I'm a Packer fan. I know that's my rival. It's nothing to do with that. It's just that I know they was the highest, pressured, to sack Fields team, like, on the league. Like, he was getting like pressured 10% of the game, and that was the most in the whole league. So, and then he's going against a great line the first week. So, like I said, but I don't really see, Fields hitting this rookie right here. They don't even pass enough. Like, he only had, I think, like 10 touchdowns or something like that last year anyway. So, yeah, I'll move on from there. Cleveland, I don't think they have anybody, which was weird that they did not draft anybody. They draft anybody? Am I missing something? Oh, David Bell, huh? He is over here. Okay, he is a rookie. I would probably be keying in on him if, Deshaun Watson was starting. Like, because I know that boy can pass the ball. That's an elite talented passer, but they are a heavy run team when they have these type of running backs. They are a heavy run team. But coming off the games where they know they're going to be able to run easily, it's going to open up the pass. And if they had Deshaun Watson starting, if he wasn't suspended 11 games, I would definitely be taking shots at this David Bell right here, because Amari Cooper definitely going to get his targets, definitely going to take the defense and double coverage and stuff like that. They're going to bring it to him. It's going to open up a receiver like this for opportunities, and he could become, this season's Deshaun Watson's favorite target. So maybe down the line, week 11, he might come through as a sleeper. I have to look back at that. Like I said, Carolina didn't have anybody new. Terrace Marshall Jr., he was the receiver, the rookie receiver last year. Maybe, Baker opens this up, and he becomes one of his favorite targets, but kind of doubt it. I feel like it would be DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson still, and of course you got McCaffrey over here, so grabs a lot of targets, even as a running back. So I don't really see Terrace Marshall, being a quarterback. I mean, not a quarterback, a receiver that I'll be taking for, a young receiver, even though he's pretty cheap. But it's just the team, like I said, Baker has never really been shown that he's an elite passing quarterback. He hasn't even been on a team that's, that's a passing team to even challenge him like that. So I have to wait and see with that approach. Baltimore, I believe they have, Bateman was a rookie last year. And then, like I said, he's in a scenario of Marquise Brown, like exactly what Marquise Brown was in, like getting 5 targets. Even though Marquise Brown's targets went up last year, it's the most he ever had, like 8 a game he started to get finally, but I doubt I'll take Bateman. But the Jets, with Garrett Wilson, I will be paying attention to him. Being that with Elijah Moore, this is his second year. And then you got Corey Davis, who's probably going to play wideout number 1 for them. And Elijah Moore will be lined up as 3. And then Garrett Wilson being in the slot. It's a lot of success, happened in the slot last year. So if he's going to be in the slot, and the Jets, I feel like, are going to want to, throw the ball a lot. I really do feel like that with Zach Wilson. if he can get healthy enough come week one and stuff like that, and throughout the season stay healthy, I definitely feel like they picked up this talent, receiver, quarterback to throw the ball. So that's why they grabbed, Elijah Moore his first year, and then Garrett Wilson the next year. They want him to throw the ball. They also have really good tight ends, so I feel like it could definitely open up the field for Garrett Wilson. They also have a really good running back that I'll be paying attention to in Brees Hall. I believe he's a good pass catching back. Can also run. When they have a good, opportunity to play in a more of a sorrier team defensively, and that gave up the run or something like that, I will be keying in on Brees Hall. He should have a lot of opportunities as well. Like I said, I will be keying in on Garrett Wilson when he has an opportunity, because they should be a passing team. At least they hit one of those boxes. We still have to wait and see how good is Zach Wilson though when it comes to elite passing. Moving on from them, Kansas City has Sky Moore. He's doing kick returns. Like I said, I watched them before, the last 2 preseason games so far. He's doing kick returns. So also he's coming in as the 4th receiver. And I'm pretty sure when he's in the game, he's probably going to do a deep route. They really, I think in the long-term run for them, what they want out of this boy is to become Tyreek Hill. He's short, he's fast, it's like all the same things Tyreek Hill is, but it's like right now you got Juju signed for a year, and I really think they wanted to get like a veteran receiver that can at least teach him the ropes of how to run routes and also just play the slot, because I really feel like they're going to put him in the slot. So there is going to come some time where he's probably going to eventually be in the slot. If Hardman's injury with his groin, though, that he just recently picked up, if that keeps him out week one, then Sky Moore could be a great receiver to take, man. I know he's playing Arizona. I don't really know if Arizona defense is going to be the same. No, they lost Chandler Jones, and so I don't know. And then I feel like some of their cornerbacks aren't the same either. So if there is somehow Hardman is out, they hit all the boxes here. Like very heavy passing team, elite quarterback. Pat Mahomes can get this boy the ball for sure. So, and he has talent. So I'm definitely will be eyeing him for maybe later on in the season. It could be a great talent to pick. Arizona doesn't have anybody, it's Rondale Moore from last year, was a, rookie. He's got a lot to prove. He definitely is going to have opportunity first game. And, could be a good play, for the first week. Let's see, the Giants, I don't think they picked up anybody. Kadarius Toney was a rookie last year. They just, passing team kind of, but, don't have an elite quarterback, so I got to move on from there. This is a situation where I'm hurt on, because Treylon Burks, I want to be able to take this boy. Like, I really want to be able to pick him. He's a really good, I can tell he has it. Like, I was watching the first preseason game, but they did have out there Malik Willis at quarterback, which is their rookie, quarterback they picked up, drafted. And since the quarterback was out there, he likes to run. That's all I saw out of him. Like, soon as, any hand gets in his face and he's in the pocket, he's taking off. He's not looking up down the field for a receiver like Treylon Burks. He missed so many opportunities of Treylon Burks getting open in that first game. So if that's what's going to happen, I haven't watched the preseason, game 2 yet, but it sucks because it's like, even with Tannehill, know he's not that bad. Like, he's not going to miss a receiver getting wide open, type of thing. But it is, though, they are a very heavy run team because they got Derrick Henry. They also picked up a draft pick of a backup running back, which I forgot about that. They did pick up a draft pick running back. So I'm sure they're going to use this running back too, so Henry doesn't get hurt this season, And since they are a heavy run team, some days, some games, this Haskins boy is probably going to have a good game, but I wouldn't probably want to pay $5,000 for him. I would rather him be in the 4,500 area and stuff like that. But when it comes to Treylon Burks, man, and plus they got Kyle Phillips right here. It's another rookie that they picked up too as well. Man, like I said, I really want to take him, but I feel like their plays are probably going to be more to get Woods open and stuff like that. It's probably going to be the 1A to their offense and stuff like that, coming off of a play action with Derrick Henry or something like that. They're going to be looking for Woods. But if I do see that it's Treylon Burks that they're looking for off of those plays, and he does get maybe more targets than Woods or something like that, then I will be picking him a lot, even though I know this is not a heavy passing team. But if his targets can at least get to like 8 a game, then he could become a really great receiver to take for cheap, as a rookie. Moving on, Green Bay Packers. Christian Watson, Romeo Doubs. I can't wait to see this boy get out on the field. just so I can see, because I know for the Packers, we're a slow paced team though. That's the only thing I don't like. We're a very slow paced team. It was the slowest paced team in the league. We still do pass the ball though. We do pass the ball. We're very balanced though. We gonna run, equally with both backs too, about 15, 17 times each with both of them. But we are gonna pass. And since there is no more Devontae, there won't be just a heavily targeted one receiver that they're only, game planning for, offensive scheming for. So hopefully it's spread out and we can see a Christian Watson, becoming maybe the best receiver in the draft, from the draft and stuff like that, because he has definitely, this is a very good passing team when we are passing, and we have an elite quarterback here, so they do check the boxes, but it's like a wait and see to see like if this receiver is going to have time on the field, because they could be starting Watkins and Lazard and Cobb, you know what I mean? So I got to see if he's going to even start, as well as like Romeo Dobbs, if they're going to give him opportunities, because he has been showing off in the preseason. He's had like 2 touchdowns, I think. Both games had 1 touchdown for both of the 2 preseason games so far. So he's definitely looked good. But like I said, gotta wait and see if they're even going to be out there on the field come week 1 and stuff like that, when we get the starting lineup and things. Minnesota, they don't have nobody other. KJ Osborne was a rookie last year. I do feel like he's going to be a better receiver for them this year, so I will keep my eye out on them, since they are going to become more of a passing team here, with their new coaching from the Rams and stuff like that. And also with having a quarterback like Cousins, he's not a bad quarterback. He can throw the ball, so I could see this boy being a good pick, early, first week, a good stacking, or even later on down the season and stuff like that when they play a weaker team, because Green Bay defense is going to be a tough defense to throw on and stuff like that. But the Raiders, I don't think they have anybody. No, there's no rookies over here, and the Chargers don't have anybody either. So I think I went through every other than, okay, my bad. Chargers do have a running back here though, and Eckler did say he did want to take away some of the load that he had last year. He don't want such a heavy load. He wants to kind of go back to what he used to play like, even when like they had Melvin Gordon. But I doubt they're gonna do that week 1. Like it's probably gonna happen later on in the season, because so far I have not seen any of these running backs show up. Even though Isaiah Spiller was their draft pick rookie, he is one of the fastest running backs in the draft, I believe. Let me check my thing. I believe he runs. What does he run again? I got Isaiah Spiller at a 4.27. Super fast, man. So if I see him being used in a pass catching as like screen plays, because they usually only use Eckler in those pass catching opportunities. But if somehow he can get some screenplay, this boy could be gone. And since Eckler doesn't want such of a heavy load like he had last year, which is crazy, but this is why they drafted this running back. So they do want to use him, but like I said, I got to see how they're using him. If he's going to get the goal line runs, if he's just going to get big sweep, run plays, or is he going to get those targets? He's going to get some targets sometime, because 4.27, man, he can blow past the whole field. You know what I'm saying? All 11 men out there. So definitely will think, and he's on a very pass friendly team. They're going to pass crazy, and then they're also going to play a fast pace. They're also probably going to get to the red zone a lot. So he's definitely in a good situation. This rookie has a good chance of being a key rookie that you can put in your lineups later on in the season, once you see how much they're using him over Eckler or something like that. But so yeah, just wanted to go through all these rookies, man, so y'all can kind of know about everybody and y'all don't miss somebody, just because your team might be the 49ers and all you know about is Gray or something like that. Kind of wanted to go through every team so about everybody, that I'm looking at to pick. Like I said, it's all about having an advantage, man, so y'all can win these slates, and knowing these rookies could really give you a full stack, where you can have a quarterback and 2 receivers, because you took the rookie and you knew he was going to be the deep threat, or he might be the red zone threat. He might just be the most targeted person to have most opportunities, as well as like when it comes to running backs too as well. So, and like I said, the 2 things you're looking for though: elite passing quarterback and passing heavy team, man. That's what you're really looking for if you want to pick these rookies. You want to be able to stack the right ones. And that's about it. So I don't know what my next video is going to be about next time, but if you want to leave a comment below and tell me what you want to see, I've been getting comments from a lot of friends and stuff like that, helping me out, with coming out with better, content videos to give y'all more details of things, like low owned players like I did for the last video. So, and a lot of people have enjoyed that. A lot of people had hit me up about that one. So I went ahead and did that for y'all. But if y'all have anything else y'all looking for, let me know in the comments below. Thank you again for all the likes, the subscribers, man. On the way to 1,000 subscribers. I appreciate everybody though that's been liking, commenting, subscribing, everything like that. But it's your boy JAYSTAR, and I'm out. Peace.